Hey everybody, Django here. I got the Darth Malak finished late last night. It's a retrofit. It used to have a Crystal Focus 3.0 in it, and I pulled that out and used it in a different project. And this kind of just sat and waited around for me to get around to retrofitting it a little bit. What's going on with this? It's got a bunch of new stuff. I took the gold paint off of it. That was like a satin gold, and I stripped it and put two different kinds of paint on there. The primer layer, I'm going to call, is Crystal Brilliance by Chiron. It's a very, very shiny copper. If you've seen any of my other videos, you'll you know what it is. It looks like a brand new penny. And then I took this and layered it on top of it, Rust-Oleum hammered copper. It got this really neat effect. It looks like this. It's a hammered copper, but it's shiny as well. It came out really well. I'm going to use this on a couple more sabers. I think it looks so good. It probably doesn't come through on the camera. It's the same down here and over here on the end. This saber also has a custom blade retention screw that's brass, some brass, shiny, nice new screws here, and a brass D-ring to hang it on your belt. We also have this custom brass control box I got from JQ Sabers a while back. That was basically just for this. Another nice shiny brass screw. Okay, this overlay here, this is a brass sink tube that I took all the chrome off of and spent a couple days watching TV and shining it. It came out okay. It ain't perfect. I know it's not perfect, but it went along with the copper, the hammered copper finish. So I'm quite pleased with the way it came out. And I also weathered the saber a little bit in the aluminum parts to match with, some 300 grit sandpaper, and just sanded it, polished it until it came out with a, kind of a matched effect. I'm pretty pleased with it. And let's go into the Crystal Focus fun. And by the way, shout out to Irv. Thank you very much for Crystal Focus. We all appreciate all your hard work on it. This is one of my custom kill keys, gold to match the rest of the saber. Okay, this is the idle flashing LED. Nice sound font. That's a P4 red up there in the emitter. And there we have the blinking anti-vandal switches. And down here in the pommel, I did something a little bit new. Well, I mean, LEDs in the pommel is LDM's thing. It's Grievous's. He came up with that concept. What I did was, there's two LEDs that are pointing this way. Down here in the bottom of the pommel, since you can't see into it, I put a mirror from one of the blade tips. It's cut down a little bit, and just with the double, it's attached with a double sticky tape, and it made this so bright inside. The LEDs, all the light bounces back up through the saber. If I were to take this top part off, which I'm not going to do because it's a pain in the butt to get it back together, the red light actually comes up to here. You can look down the saber and see it. Another little fun effect is it actually made the recharge port light up. That's a new one for me. I quite like it. Okay, let's go into the sound fonts at this point. This has got the anti-power off thing. You have to hit them both at the same time. Okay, that was a proxy. One of the members at FX Sabers, he provided me with a bunch of samples of audio clips and everything. I had a lot. I'm not going to give his name out publicly or privately until he tells me, it's okay. And mostly because it's a lot of work, and he can't really get paid for it. He's just helping me out because I did some work for him. So for the sound fonts, This is a fun one. Sound fonts were provided by
Darth Vader's enemies to justice.
Novastar and Mad Cow. Those are my two Goku guys. And Novastar has lots of fun tutorials on his CDs, which I'm going to go into now. This is called pitch shifting. Well, this is res blade, but what I'm going to show you is pitch shifting. On Novastar's second CD, he's got some helpful config file notes and to help you tune your crystal focuses a little bit better. So that's what I did, and that's why you should go buy the CDs. Don't rely on me to provide this stuff for you. Alright, let's go into more sound font fun. That's Mad Cow's Vader.
Episode 3, Sidious.
Now let's finish out the rest of the show with a Black Star.
Move against the Jedi first.
See? Lots of fun things. I hope that member doesn't mind me talking about it. Anyway, let's go on a little bit. Show you this with an Ultra Blade inside of it. Mounted anyway. It's daytime here in Florida, so it's going to look a little washed out. But I'm going to turn off the lights in just a second. It's a nice bright red. Came out really well. Okay, and to close out, I need to thank some people for providing me with knowledge. Okay, I'd like to thank LDM for Forward Sound and Crystal Pommel. Judge Sabersmith for the initial inspiration for this project. His Darth Malak was great. I lost that auction by $1. I was very upset. So I made my own, and here it is, twice. Who else do I need to give shout out to? Oh, Jagon Jin. He was the one who, I think he did brass overlays first. I could be wrong. But he also recessed recharge ports with his little PVC clip thingy. That worked really well. So, hey, shout out to you, buddy. I think that's it. If I missed you, you can send me angry PM. I'll try and apologize. But later.